Dungeon Hoiku or Dungeon Nursery is a manga about a single father looking after monster children in a dungeon. Takashi is a businessman that died after slipping on a banana peel and gets placed into a dungeon, forcing him to complete all 10 floors in order to get into heaven. He gets the job summoner and is able to summon monsters to aid him in the dungeon, supposedly. But instead, his summoned monsters are all monster babies that barely know how to defend themselves, let alone fight against other monsters. Takashi Koizumi is a corrupt businessman that has a gift for scamming and manipulating everyone around him. He can hold himself very well in a fight using American pro wrestler skills he learned while studying abroad. Although he is usually disappointed in his monster children's lack of fighting skill, he actually does care for them in a weird twisted way, constantly getting them into danger and near-death situations in a bid to get them to be stronger, but also protecting them when it gets too serious. His weird way of caring for others can also be seen when he beats the hell out of an abusive frog husband that was beating his frog wife, saving the frog wife and seducing her. It gets a little weird, but we'll talk about it later. While Takashi seems to be the demon lord, these monster children are far from it, being all innocent little angels that just so happen to be summoned by the wrong person. Gobumi is a weak yet hardworking goblin that wants to prove that she's strong. Harpiko is a melancholy harpy that just wants to help people. Funeka is a baby arachne, and Teddy is a tadpole. They are all very weak and not suited for combat, even being considered deadweight by Takashi, but they still try their very best to get stronger to get acknowledged by Takashi. Being subjected to getting beaten up by monsters and used to clear traps, these monster children get abused to a point where they are just used to it. Although they do not like their father's methods, they still love him and follow in his footsteps. As said earlier, a female frog was saved by Takashi from her abusive husband. She then falls in love with him and joins him on his adventure together with her childhood Teddy, acting as a caretaker for the monster children and cares for them as a mother would. She's an innocent maiden that supports everything Takashi does and often helps him in his shady business dealings. The characters that they encounter in the dungeon are people with problems that can be solved by Takashi as he skillfully scams and manipulates the ever-living hell out of them, turning the Elven Knights into biker gangsters that rebel against monster society, Dwarven blacksmiths into idols that sell overpriced merchandise, and starting a stock market only to crash it down to reap all of its profits from this poor restaurant owner. Nothing is safe from this sociopathic money-hungry man. This chaotic family of a devilish father, a froggy wife, and monster kids are extremely hilarious due to the manga being a comedy-heavy story that is also sprinkled with touching moments. While Takashi is the only person that talks in the manga, the other monsters can easily express their feelings with their exaggerated facial expressions that make it hilarious to read. This manga is a short and fun manga full of funny situations and cute characters, and I highly recommend all of you to try it out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and go check out the manga in the description below. Oh, you're still here. That's great. Now, if you don't mind listening to me rant for a bit, I just have a small tiny problem with how heavy accents are portrayed in manga. I know you gotta portray the accent somehow, but when it comes to this blacksmith accent, oh boy, it looks like an unlegible mess of alphabets. I know they're supposed to give the reader an idea of how heavy this accent is, but oh my god, I get a headache from reading his speech bubbles. Just look at this. Wheat die ye want. Year af year heed. What else with that? That's unlegible. Dorned till a yine a beat this. If they fin it, mad daughter. Like, bruh, I'm just here to read a manga, not to decipher some ancient scriptures. Like, bloody hell. I mean, it's still a good manga to read. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it's... oh god. Just remember to bring a Latin dictionary on the side while you're reading past chapter 18 because, oh boy, you would not enjoy deciphering what he's trying to say.